tonight we are joined by Andre Chassé. Andre, thank you for taking the time to meet with me tonight.
Well, thank you for having us. I'm very pleased to be here.
So, November is Maine Family Caregivers Month. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, family caregiving is one of the priority issues for AARP Maine for the coming year. And in the state of Maine, we have about 166,000 Mainers who are providing some form of unpaid caregiving to a family member. That's about 10% of the population. So it's a big issue in the state of Maine, and so AARP has taken this on as a priority to be able to provide information as well as access to resources for caregivers to help them in their.
And when somebody finds themselves in a position where they become a caregiver, whether it's for a family member or a spouse, a parent, there can often be a lot of questions with that. And from what I understand, you guys are there to kind of help with that, help with the process and get them resources. What are some of the things that people don't necessarily expect going into this?
Well, there's a lot of there are a lot of surprises for folks with family caregiving, and so a lot of it involves time that they may not have, and they may not realize that a lot of the support that's out there for family caregivers is not provided by insurance, is not provided by the state, and so they either need to come up with the money to pay for it, or they need to provide the care themselves.
And for those resources, you kind of provide an avenue to help people find those resources through AARP. Am I understanding that correctly?
That's absolutely right. So if you go to the AARP Maine website, that's aarp.org/ME, we have a family caregivers guide that provides access to resources and information for folks to be able to get the help that they need in getting the information that they need and also access to the resources that they need. The national website as well, aarp.org/caregiving, also provides a lot of information for folks to answer questions that they may have about what's involved in caregiving and the resources that are out there.
And you mentioned it a little bit before, but there's often a financial aspect to this that people might not necessarily understand going into this, and it's thousands of dollars annually to caregive.
That's absolutely right. The average annual cost for family caregiving is about $7,000 per year out of pocket in unreimbursed expenses for caregivers. And so through our advocacy work with AARP Maine, we're working with state lawmakers. We're a nonpartisan organization, so we don't promote policies, but we do advocate for issues that folks care about for the older adults community, and caregiving is one of those issues. And so when we advocate, we educate lawmakers, and we also encourage them to come up with solutions to these problems for Mainers.
Well, Andre, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me about this and explain this to everyone. We'll have some of those resources up on our website later tonight. But after the break, we'll be back with your full weather forecast.